Hey, how y'all doing? Oh yeah, come on, slap your hand. Come on, your fingers, your hands, your fingers, your hands.
I think you too fast.
Or whatever, huh?
I think too fast for the music.
Y'all, we had a good time today.
Today was good.
And church was kind of good, you know.
Oh,
yeah, it was good. What are you talking about? I don't know. What are you talking about? Get your blessings.
no.
What?
You don't remember the subject?
Do you remember?
Yeah.
What was it?
They say God will help me.
God is going to help me.
I ain't say is gonna.
I said God
will.
God do help you.
I know that, but I'm just saying, you asked me what the message
God helps you every day of your life you wake up. So yeah, that was a good message. Reverend Pastor Franklin Allen Sr.
Reverend.
Let's start by saying that I feel like church is a great place to be.
Yes.
Sometimes church is a funny place to be.
Depending on
Because
what
you see a lot of funny things that happens.
Right.
And I'll tell you this. One time, me and a couple buddies of mine when we were younger.
Right.
And we was probably about 10, 11-ish.
Oh, so
We used to
kids.
leave service because devotional service was so long. We would go outside. And this was before the parking lot ever got paved. This was back in
Oh,
like
wait.
1990.
Is this where you say y'all threw the rocks?
At the same time. But this is a different day. Same group of crew of people. But yeah, buddies. But I think I was about 12. We was 13. We was teenagers. I know either 13 or 14. We wasn't 12.
Okay.
How I know? And my friend mother came out there and slapped the taste out of that joke about pow! Right on the church ground.
Oh, no.
And I was like, ooh. But what happened was he was in devotion. Father God, not for a long prayer, God, but in the name of Jesus, the honor is part of our heart, Father God. I'm about to end this prayer, Father God. But just stop by the nursing home for a little while. Go see Sister Asberetta Frazier, God. And I'm almost through, God. But why you doing that, God? Go see my brother who had his leg cut off because, you know, he had high blood pressure and you know, he suffered a little dementia. And his stomach bad. And, you know, he blind in one eye, God. And also he got hypertension, God. So, yeah, I know you're going to heal him and let your will be done, God. And while you doing that, God, I was like, oh, my God. So I gave my homeboys the eye. We already talked about it the Sunday before. Now, we was going to go in the parking lot.
And do what?
Play football.
On a church
Boy,
ground?
his mama was on the choir. That was kind of dumb on his part. She like said, look over the
but she
church.
can get her,
You can see everything, yeah, because the pulpit was there.
And in the choir.
And the choir's behind. Right, you know it. And man, she did one of these numbers. I said, oh, boy, such and such about to get slapped. And she had a reputation because she done slapped him at school now. Because the teacher called.
Oh,
I was like, damn, what she do? Slap her son.
She one of them mamas.
What?
Oh, don't
She
you
came out there.
Don't you call me out of work if I got coming in school.
Oh my goodness.
You in for it.
That was embarrassing. But she came out there. Ain't you supposed to be, y'all supposed to be in the church or whatever? He said something. Well, yeah, something, it's boring. We don't want to be in there or whatever. She said, get your in that church. The boy, I ain't doing nothing. I said, oh my God. Mind you, again, we was, 13, 14 years old. I had them big old bifocals, the thick ones. Well, looking like you make your eyeball look this small.
Like that.
Yeah, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't going to. I said, she came out there going, 5-fold ministry. Wide hand. Bow! That joker spit his gum out. And they come in here rubbing his face. Why people get slapped, they rub their face? That make it work. I guess it's embarrassing.
It's supposed to take the sting out of it. That's why
You got to rub it.
You try to ease it out a little bit, so that's why you do it. Or it's a shock. I can't believe they slapped me in my face.
Can't believe it. I'm ashamed. Oh my God. But yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah, so church was good for the most part. You know. And I can't complain, you know, and I won't complain.
You said for the most part.
Yes.
So what you want to talk about?
Because God's been good to me. He's been good to you too.
Yes, he has. What you want to talk about?
Did you eat ice cream today?
No, I had yogurt.
Oh, you had yogurt, the chocolate
Fat-free.
and the vanilla.
I had fat-free yogurt.
Yeah, you had ice cream. You had.
I ain't had no ice cream.
I had ice cream, and you had
yogurt,
yogurt, chocolate, and vanilla.
Vanilla.
It was good. Yours tastes better than mine. We went to Ruby Tuesday, and of course, The food was banging. But we seen somebody in there that looked like, somebody I used to, date when I was, younger in high school and stuff. Before I met you. And you said, oh, I was thinking the same thing. She looked just like that person that I called her name. I said, daughter.
No, you didn't call her name. I called her name.
Yeah, but she looked like, they say everybody got a twin. Mind you, this is somebody we used to talk, what they call puppy love, over 30-something years ago. I see, you know who she looked like? And boy, there was server. She was same kind of personality and everything. And what do you say?
I said,
oh, she looks like
so and so.
I said, y'all still got enemies? I said, you still mad?
Mad at what?
And see, I said, they ain't even her. Well, she looked like her.
I ain't mad at her.
I've been thinking that. I said, I've been thinking that. Oh, yeah, that way you so nice. And you give her a big old tit. I asked the lady, I said, oh, how much you made today?
Yeah.
She said, well, I mean, y'all my favorite table and the other free or whatever, because she got her master's and she a bartender and she a server. So if y'all looking for a job, please, going down to Ruby Tuesday in Meriden, Connecticut, and get you a job. They got signs all in the window. Short staff. Before we got about to get seated, we stand up for 10 minutes. I was like, man, I'm hungry. I said,
you want to see? I said, we pick our own table in a minute.
I'm about to have a chance to get me some Chinese food, and I know I ain't supposed to eat that.
And then the other lady was sitting there on the phone. Remember her?
That girl been texting. We sit and watch her for 10 minutes.
That lady had the phone. Didn't look up once.
That's the same girl.
That was the same
last
girl.
time.
When I gave her the money, she's like, oh, okay. And they never bring our cheese back.
Boy, that girl was gone. That one was the Caucasian.
Yeah, so she was...
The other girl was African American.
Listen, she was up there. She was like this the whole time. She didn't even look up on the phone. She was like this while we sitting there waiting.
I'm sitting there like, that's it, Trina. I couldn't believe it. I see.
She was like this the whole time.
I'm like, I cannot believe this shit.
I was like, did she see us over there?
That girl look at us and turn the other way.
She look up. She look up. She saw. She did just like. She look up. She saw. She did just like this.
And the same girl ain't bring that chin. She remember us.
She remember who we were.
Oh, I can see Charlie in the corner.
What do we tell her?
No back.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Those days over.
Yeah, that's what she said. She said, because that's what she said.
That other lady look at me with her family. That lady said, I can't believe she said that. I said, well, I want to get somewhere quiet, Oh, I can put y'all in the back there in the corner. Oh, Lord.
When we do that, we don't sit in the back. We just said we wanted a quiet space. So we're not around a lot of people. She said, oh, we can put you in the back over there in the corner. Somewhere. I mean, somewhere far. What? There ain't nothing over there but a bathroom.
Nothing. We never gonna sit to a table close to the bathroom.
No.
That's an insult.
Yeah.
If y'all go somewhere and a server set y'all close to the bathroom, please don't do it and don't complain. Cause it's not gonna be a good experience. I already know from experience previous times. Every place that we used to go back in the day, oh, get somewhere quiet. Okay, they put you in the corner. It's just a different vibe.
Yeah.
Especially if you seated by the bathroom.
It's sort of,
I'll wait till a table comes.
It's sort of like they put you as an outcast.
Yeah.
So that way they'll get to you whenever they can get to you.
Yeah.
You're not in the main flow of things, so there's no rush for you to get your
Which
food.
you should know if you was a server before.
Yeah, that's what I know.
Yeah.
Speaking of customer service, what was we talking about customer service? And leadership. Leadership.
This is what I'm talking about. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I see what I want to see. If you don't like what I see, again, exit that away. I'm just being honest. I gave a quick little word of encouragement because the pastor had asked for us to speak a little bit, and I kind of felt that spirit coming upon me. I felt like I wanted to share a lot of stuff with the people. But if the people not ready, you wasting your time.
You can't pour out.
You cannot do it. And I can imagine what pastors and bishops deal with on that level from a spiritual perspective. I laugh and I joke, but I do know I'm anointed and I'm called for a greater purpose other than music in this lifetime, and that's going to happen.
Yeah.
No matter how far and how much I try to avoid it.
Right.
The more mature and older I get,
right.
That's inevitable. Is that the word?
Inevitable, yeah.
Inevitable.
Inevitable.
Yeah, that
word.
Yeah, that one. So yeah, what I was saying was leadership.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. I look at things differently. But I can speak on the perspective of being a business owner of several businesses, Trina and I. And even before I met Trina, I already positioned myself. Remember, I say look at previous videos. You have to position yourself to be open to do greater things.
Yeah, of course.
If you're looking for a car, you got to save money.
Right.
And instead of walking or catching the bus, carpool. But be generous and give somebody a nice tip or offering for gas if they're
Stipend.
picking you up.
Yeah.
Like, stuff costs. I don't understand why particularly people, Christ-like people, particularly think people need to do things because you're doing it for God and you're not obligated to get paid. Wrong.
You are obligated to get paid, because if that person wasn't nice enough or generous enough to give you a ride, you'll be A, riding the bus,
Right.
B, walking, or 3, taking an Uber.
Right.
In all forms, aside from walking, you had to pay.
And some people live way too far and due to weather conditions
Some people come
and
on the other
safety.
side of town just to pick some people up.
Yeah.
And you can't give them gas.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that, girl. Girl,
I appreciate it.
Dude, I appreciate that, bro.
You better give them gas.
You need to do
buy them
something.
a lunch or do something.
Yeah, I understand everybody's, not everybody, a lot of people who didn't plan properly,
Right.
to be honest with you, because when that PPP was flowing and them stimulus and them retroactive unemployment payments and all that from y'all President Biden,
Yeah, and all the extra.
with all these the rich and the people who got the assets and that, you will never understand until you have. And when you have, you'll understand, regardless of who in office, all of them lie and all of them pretend to do stuff that they really don't do. They'll get to it. Oh, yeah. What about the tax reform bill? Yeah, we'll get to that. What do
Yeah.
you mean?
Right.
Oh, because a person make more now, you're going to punish them to take care of somebody who's not? That's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Bible even say the poor always be among you. But back to what we were saying.
We was talking about leadership.
Leadership,
And
you have to position yourself.
Position yourself, but how it entails with sort of like customer service, because you're a leader over whatever.
That department. Whatever God has called. We came out to the conclusion and how God laid upon me.
Mm-hmm.
He spoke to me. And I said, what? Wow, I got to share this. Anything you can do to better your situation, because let's be honest, we work for our family.
Right.
We work to pay bills.
Yeah.
Bills will never stop. Your family can never stop asking
No.
or expecting you to do things, especially if you got children and all parents, family, friends,
That never ends.
associates, one and all. Everybody going to ask you to do something. This world is full of buyers and sellers.
Right.
Somebody's selling you something. Somebody's buying something. I don't care how you look at it. You don't believe it? When you need milk, you go to the grocery store, how you going to get it? Steal it?
No, you got to buy it.
When you pay for insurance, how you going to get it?
You pay for it. You buy it.
When you go buy a car or car payment, credit card, bills, child support, alimony.
You buy it. You paying for it, so mean you buying it.
How about when you go to work, though?
What you
You work for free? Y'all works for free to your job?
don't.
You don't get paid, though, but you going to keep showing up. But you will get paid sooner or later. You don't get your pay from man. You get paid from God. What you got to say about that? You going to work for free?
You wait on the answer if you ask me that.
I think I know the answer.
Okay.
I don't care how much I love you, how much I like you. At some point, God got you now. God got you.
He got me. He got me breathing and living and willing and able to do what I need to do to make the money.
I feel
you gotta
disturbed because if a person do a job, you should compensate them.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
No.
There's no way around it. That's not of God. How you gonna expect somebody to do something that's a voluntary basis? Again, everything in this world costs something. Jesus, God gave his only son, Jesus, to die on the cross for a bunch of sinners for us.
Right.
That's sacrifice. That's still giving.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, to make my point, that's selling something.
Right.
When you sell something, you're offering.
Right.
They can choose to say, you know what, I'm not interested, I don't need it. Then some people try to convince people why they need it.
Right. But you shouldn't have to convince people.
That is a problem.
You shouldn't have to convince people, because if you have the connection, that's what we were talking about, the leadership. We're having the connection along with what is the word I'm looking for, Ralph, that we said? Obligation.
Yeah.
Because a person has reached you on a certain level that
Emotionally
in your mind, that you feel obligated.
That's the word you was looking for.
That's the word.
I knew it.
Yeah, you feel obligated because they've already connected with you on a mental aspect where you feel like I would feel bad if
You
I
betraying
didn't
them.
do.
You betraying them.
Right.
Because you want to do more.
Because you want to do more, because you already have that connection with
on an emotional level,
That's
not
it.
physical.
Nope, emotional level. And that's the problem. People nowadays, or leaders, don't know how to grasp people on an emotional or mental level. That's my personal.
And this came up too because my mind take me a lot of places. I was telling Trina, like when in high school, before I met her or whatever the case, was that we would ask certain girls that we thought was very attractive, you know, why are you with such and such?
Right.
Why are you with him? Because I can do more than what he do for you.
Right.
What I said they would normally say. Because they was there for me.
When nobody else
When
was.
nobody else was there, they were there for me. That ain't physical.
Nope.
That's emotional. And that's mental.
Yes.
Because when a person got your mind, let's be honest.
They got you.
They got you. The devil attack person's mind before they body.
Right. They got you. So if they got you, if they have you in your mind and all you thinking about is this person, that's why most people don't leave the situation they're in, because it's mental. Instead of they already know.
I like that.
Yeah, they don't leave the situation in because it's mental. Their mind is telling them, well, if I leave, well, what's going to happen? Well, I mean, I know it ain't that great here, but...
Right. What else they gonna do?
What else they gonna do? Should I stay? But then if I go here,
girl, you preaching.
I'm gonna have to learn it from, you know, I'm
start
gonna have
all
to learn
over
a whole
again.
New concept, or if
meet
I
new people
meet
all
new
over
people,
again,
and I'm still gonna have to deal with people. So what's it gonna change?
Ooh, girl, you preaching.
Or if
hey,
I'm in a certain, but if I'm in a certain relationship,
come on now.
I mean, this person was here when I went through the situation with my family, or they was there for me when I had to go in the hospital.
They came by.
No, they stopped by. It was just something about this individual. But you know for a fact they toxic and you need to get out.
Right.
But you still staying there because your mind playing tricks on you.
Ooh, girl, you talking.
Your mind playing tricks on you, telling you.
You talking heavy. You talking big.
Your mind playing tricks on you because it's telling you, wow, is it really something else out there? Is it more that I could do? Is it
you talking abundant?
Is it something? Is it really something else out there? Is it more can I do? Is there somebody else who can really love and support me and be there for me? Well, I don't know. I mean, but some people say I don't know what I'm getting, but I know what I got.
Right.
But what you got?
It ain't working for you no more.
What are you really getting? What you got?
It ain't working for you.
It's not.
You know.
And you can apply that to anything. You can apply that to relationships. You can apply that to work.
But you keep going. I'm listening.
You can apply that to a relationship. You can apply that to work. You can apply that just everyday life. What do you have that you feel is holding you back?
Would a person serve and worship God if he never did nothing for them? Because nobody never seen him yet.
No.
So then that tells me then it's spiritual. It's a mental, it's an emotional thing. You can't physically touch God. If any of y'all ever touch God, please tell him I need a hug.
Let's see.
It's mental. It's in your mind. It's in your heart. It's in your spirit. You worship in spirit and in truth.
That's it.
But God is not physically here.
Nope. And if you do what you right, eventually you'll see him.
You'll see him.
But if you don't.
But very few. Who's going to see him though? The people who people think going to make it in ain't the ones going to make it in. The ones who people don't think, oh, they ain't nothing. Oh, look how they look. Look how they dress. What kind of car? They ain't got no money, man. We ain't wasting our time. But them.
But
then the main ones. Or then again, you could have and still make it.
Yeah, you could. But then another thing you said, if a person.
Yep.
If a person don't like to deal with people, they should not be in leadership.
You should not be in leadership. You're wasting your time. And intelligent people can see that is not what you called to do. I don't care how pretty you look,
they know
how white your teeth. Oh, yeah.
They know you fake it until you make it.
Oh, yeah. You can't fool.
A true person gonna know you fake.
Let me tell you something. It doesn't matter what career a person is in. You still offering somebody something.
Right.
Because if you go look at say if you go into a comedy show. We go to a comedy show, we already know if we follow that comedian,
right?
If we want to pay for a ticket to see him.
Right. We already know what to expect.
Right. We already know what to expect. I'm not going to sit there and book a ticket that we got to pay for somebody we don't know nothing about.
No.
You better be out there doing big things.
Right.
Then the crowd going to come.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
The crowd followed Jesus and surrounded him because they already heard about him.
The things he's done.
And the things he did what's the word I'm looking for? Perceived him, if that's a word, or outran. In other words, the deeds he done and the miracles he performed, his reputation already
precede him. That's what you said.
Yeah, so I'm saying it right.
Yeah, precede him.
So they heard about him before they saw him.
Because of
who wouldn't buy a ticket?
Because what he was already doing.
Right, who wouldn't buy a ticket?
And then what he was already doing, and then
man, he can do this, he can do that. Sure, I'm bringing my brother, my cousin, my dog, my cat, my boss, the ex-wife, the ex-husband.
But listen, not even
whatever.
Not even.
I'm coming. I want to see this guy here.
Right.
Wow.
But listen, they came to know of him by the things, not even seeing him, but of the things they heard. They heard that he did.
Right.
So that's just like going to see a comedian.
So then they don't know
before
him.
You go
they don't personally know him, it's safe to say.
Right. So before you go to the comedy show, you go into the comedy show because you already heard.
Therefore, you're a follower.
There you go.
Therefore, you're going to support. You're going to know their story.
Right.
How you going to buy a ticket to something you don't know nothing about?
That's it.
That makes no sense.
I understand supporting.
That is it.
I understand supporting, you know, how people say support local business stuff like, but you need to know what you're supporting. You
need to be out there, first of all, doing.
Right.
In the community.
Right. You need to be out there doing.
You need to help people on your job.
Right.
Oh, I ain't gonna show them all my good stuff, what I know how to do. Because then they're going to be better than me. That's ignorant, that's dumb.
Right. And how are you a leader? Because if you ain't showing them,
how they gonna grow?
How they gonna grow, and how they gonna do what you requiring them to do to start with if you ain't even taking time to show them?
God,
I don't understand that. You want them to be top producer at this and that.
Oh yeah.
But you ain't even showing them how to get.
If you don't do it, you being disobedient.
Right. Well, how I'm gonna do it? I don't know. I'm showing you, and I'm messing up, and I'm asking you for help, and I'm asking you for guidance. But you don't want to. You'll show me a little piece, but basically I gotta figure out the rest.
You know what? You got to pray. And God will show you the way.
God can show me the way. Yeah, everybody seek God for themselves. But if you're supposed to be ahead of me, then you should be able to show me. You have to be an instructor.
Y'all already see we got to do 2 parts. But today, this is part 1.
Part 1
of Get Your Blessed Assurance. Get off your blessed assurance.
Your blessed assurance.
And do.
There we go.
So, just do it.
Just do it. Part 1. Talk to you later.
Just do it.